Hey, Reinhardt, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Clinton. How are you?
All right, thanks, and yeah, congratulations on your appointment.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Clinton. Thanks.
Okay, lekker. Listen, Reinhardt, there's a couple of journos on the call, some of whom you may not know, so welcome to them. And I think we can get started. Guys, just as per usual, just put a hand up, and we'll take it from there. Thank you. Brendan, go for it.
Sorry, man, my mute button there. How's it, Reinhardt? Congrats on the appointment. Obviously, you've captained at other levels before, etc., but this is quite a big task, especially after what happened last week. Maybe just talk a bit about your role there and just the feeling in the camp after the defeat, after you guys have gone through the tape on Monday and had a look at what happened.
Well, firstly, thank you, Brendan. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's a massive privilege to captain the Bulls, but with that privilege comes a responsibility, and obviously the team, because of the previous seasons, and we played in semi-finals and finals, and lost three finals now. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of expectations, and the Bulls have an aura around them in the rugby world. So it's difficult to always meet the people and the people outside expectations. But yeah, I'm not alone. There's a big leadership group, a lot of experienced players, and my role is just to, because Aki's just told me, just to focus on the game and talk to the ref. But there's enough leaders and experienced players to manage the game. And yeah, we are hurting from last week's loss. But we know where it went wrong, and I'm sure we'll bounce back this week with some great character.
Does it help that the fact that you guys won there last season, obviously pulled quite an impressive victory there last season? That must give some confidence going back there again.
It does give some confidence, Brendan, but what happened in the past happened in the past. And yeah, here in Connacht, the weather can change any minute. The one minute the sun shines, the next moment it rains. So I can't bargain too much on what happened in the past. For us, it's just to focus on ourselves, what we can control.
And just finally, for me, just obviously there must be quite a desire to put right what happened last week. You guys probably felt a bit flat there. I don't know if you've pinpointed why, but yeah, there must be a desire to get back on the winning point because you guys had a good start to the season otherwise.
Yes, no, there's definitely a big desire to show some character and bounce back. Look, it's always tough to travel. There was lots of new combinations last week, but again this week there's a lot of changes. For us, it's just to focus on what we can control. We know where it went wrong last week. A couple of errors with the yellow card and three quick tries that we slipped, but it's all fixables and things that we can control. So yeah, really looking forward to this week, and yeah, we'll definitely bounce back.
Thanks, man. Good luck for the
Thanks,
game.
mate.
Thanks, Brendan.
Brendan, Morgan, go for it.
Thanks, Clinton. How's it, Reinhardt? You actually touched on the word quite a couple of times now, the word that I was thinking of. Galway is a notoriously difficult place for South African teams to travel. They don't have a good record there. And you touched on the word character. Do you feel that playing in Galway is going to be almost an ultimate test of what this team is made of and your guys' character?
Morgan, I definitely think it's going to be a massive test for us. So far this week, the weather's been nice and stuff,
Far
but that's
are authorities in the
sorry,
identification process?
sorry about that. Let me just carry
Sorry,
on.
ENCI, please mute.
Just regarding your question, Morgan, yeah, it's definitely going to be a massive test for us. And South African sides have struggled in Galway. For us, it's just focusing on what we can control, and I definitely think it's going to be a challenge. It's not going to be easy game. It's going to be a forwards game. They move the ball quite well. They have a massive ball in play, so we're expecting them to run a lot with the ball. We have our plans in place for that. But yeah, it's going to be definitely a tough game and a massive test of character. But I think we will stick to what we're good at. Keep it to the set piece and do what we do well, maul and scrum, and focus. The rest will take care of itself.
Thanks, Reinhardt. All the best.
Thanks, Morgan.
Okay, Kobus.
Thanks, Clinton. Hallo Reinhardt, ek hoop dit gaan goed.
Middag Kobus, dankie, dit gaan goed, dankie. En daarso.
Nee, wat ook goed, dankie. Reinhardt, ek moet net gou hoor, wat was die aard van jou besering gewees? Wanneer laas het jy gespeel?
Kobus, ek het 'n larig besering gehad. Ek het 'n larig besering gehad. Ek het 'n hernia uit 'n disk gehad op twee vlakke. Ek het nou so 5 tot 6 maande laas gespeel. Die laasweek was my eerste wedstryd terug van die besering. Maar ja, ek voel baie goed. Het geen pyn nie. Dis wonderlik om terug te wees saam met die span en ja, mense waardeer dit soveel meer. Jy besef nooit wat jy het totdat jy dit verloor in die lewe nie.
Plaas dit vir jou persoonlik so 'n bietjie ekstra druk, weet dat jy inkom in die beginspanne is en jy moet sommer dadelik die span lei ook?
Ek sal sê daar is definitief bietjie persoonlike druk, Kobus. Daar's natuurlik verwagtinge en ek is hard op myself en jy wil nie die span teleurstel nie en jy wil nie die afrigters teleurstel nie, maar dit gaan nie oor my nie. En ek fokus nie op myself nie. Ek wil net doen wat van my verwag word, maar ek sal definitief erken daar is definitief bietjie persoonlike druk ook, ja.
Dankie Reinhardt, sterkte.
Baie dankie Kobus, goed gaan.
Thanks, Leighton. Go for it.
Thanks, Clinton. Hi, Reinhardt. Hope you're well. Just to quickly touch on what you mentioned earlier, you said you guys will be going for that forward-based game, but if you look at the backline that was selected, that's a backline that can turn the game on its head, especially 9 at 10, and then two massive midfielders and then guys out wide. Is that something that you planning working with the forwards, but then when that opportunity is there, not going for it every time, but when that opportunity is there, going for something with the backs?
That's 100%. Good afternoon, Leighton. Sorry, I haven't greeted you. What I meant by that was we just, as the forwards, we just want to give the backs a good base. You can't play if you don't win your lineouts or you don't go forward in the scrums. So what I meant by that is we just want to give them a good base. And yes, we do have a good back line, and they will do their thing. There's a lot of good players in our backline. So yeah, what I meant by that is we just want to give a good base to our backs to play from, but it's definitely not going to be just a forward game.
And then just lastly, you guys, there's been a lot of noise outside of the squad, but are you happy that you guys are in Ireland? You traveled on the bus, if I'm right, towards your next destination. Is that something that just brought the team outside of the training more together on this journey in Ireland?
I must say, on tour, you get to bond with the guys a lot more, and you spend a lot of time together, which is really nice, playing cards on the bus and listening to music together and having a team dinner once a week, which is quality time with the boys, just bonding and connecting. And so either way, it's still early in the season. A lot of the boys are in and out with the BOK camp, and some guys need to rest. So it's still a bit of a complicated at the moment. But I'm sure as the season progresses, we'll get more settled, have settled combinations, and then everything will fall into place. But I think it's now still the beginning of the season, only game 3. There's 18 rounds to go. So I think as the season progresses, everything will settle in nicely. But it's definitely a great opportunity for the boys to connect and grow.
Thank you.
Envia, you're up.
Hello, Reinhardt. Just wanted to check, you've had now your 3 games in a row. You've had a couple of weeks under Johan. I suppose you were training with the team. How are things settling down under Johan now? Are things going back to normal? Are you guys getting used to his style? And what's the culture like under the new coaching regime?
Good afternoon, Envia. Yeah, I must say it's the culture in the team is really strong. Coach Johan is really driving the team culture. It's really important for him. We had a couple of meetings sorting out what is the must and what is the don'ts for the team, and what we're striving for, what we need to live out. So yeah, under Coach Johan, there's definitely a strong culture, and it's still only, like I just mentioned, it's only the 3rd game of the season, and every week we grow, every week we learn, every week there's something we can work on culture-wise, but there's definitely a very strong culture that Coach Johan is driven, and it's very personal for him, so he's very much involved with that.
And then in terms of your defense last week, a bit of a weak spot just after halftime.
Yeah.
Are you spending a lot of time on getting your defensive structures and your defensive commitment right?
We are definitely envious. We slipped a couple of tries. If you look back at the 3 games, I think it's a couple more than last season in the first 3 games. But we know why. We already saw an improvement this week on what we have to work on. So that's a positive. But there's definitely every week striving to get better. But we know our defense is not where we would need to be. But it's all good. We'll sort it out as the season is progressing.
Just last question, the players coming back, Kurt Lee, and some of the other, Johan Goosen and them, any idea when they'll be coming back?
I'm not sure, Envia. That's up for the management team. They don't tell us that information.
I can just say this, you're the person that people ask me the most about when is Reinhardt coming back, so I'm so happy that I can actually have an answer for them. So welcome back, man. Good luck.
Thank you, Envia. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Dankie, Annemie.
Thank you, Clinton. Hello, Reinhardt.
Goeiedag, Annemie.
2 questions from me. First, what were the lessons learned from last week? And then, facing Connacht, that's not one of the top teams, but they've got 3 British and Irish Lions back for this game. So just maybe what you guys spoke about, what you can expect and what you've learned from last week.
I think our biggest learning was we had soft moments just after halftime, conceding that 3 tries. Ulster played a massive offload game. They kept the ball in contact, offloaded, so they had a lot of continuity. I think it's just stopping momentum, get the ball down, that don't get offloads and stuff. I think that was definitely a lesson we've learned last week. And if you can just repeat your second part of the question, sorry, I missed that.
The 3 British and Irish Lions that they've got back.
Definitely.
Obviously.
Yeah, look, Connacht is a quality team. Like I mentioned, they like to run with the ball. They have strong ball carriers. We know that's coming, and we know, according to the stats that we've reviewed, they have 40 plus minutes ball in play. That means they love to run with the ball. We know their backs comes at you the whole time. They like to play same side, so we're expecting that.
And then just in terms of a captaincy, you're still young. You have captained the side before. You were captain at school, I know. But this is a very maybe difficult team or game going into at this stage for the Bulls, for you to captain. I know you've spoken about that, but just elaborate a little bit how you're feeling, because it's a big task ahead.
Yeah, no, I agree. It is a big task. Like I previously mentioned, I'm not alone. There's a lot of experienced players, great leaders in the team, and I'm definitely not alone on the team. I'm not the only decision maker. We're a leadership group, and we talk to each other as quick as possible when decisions have to be made. But yeah, it is a big responsibility, and I'm just challenged. For me, it's a challenge as well. I think the only way you learn in life is if you get thrown in the deep side and then you have to swim. Otherwise, it's easy, you can just carry on. And I think the fastest you grow is through the tough times. So for me, it's a challenge as well, growing as a leader and as a player, especially because we need a reaction after last week. But yeah, I think that's enough talking. Let's see what happens the weekend. But yeah, we definitely just want to improve and bounce back from last week.
Thank you, Percival.
Thanks a lot. Good luck.
Thanks, Annemie.
Sorry, is it me?
Yes, dis jy, Percival. Ek kan maar praat.
Baie dankie. So jy maak sommer deur op my Afrikaans, meneer. Baie dankie. Reinhardt, goed om jou te praat, meneer. Reinhardt, ek sommer Afrikaans vraag of 2. Net kortliks, meneer. Sê gou vir my, jammer dat jy vra moet herhaal, meneer.
Nee.
Die leierskap, hoe voel dit vir jou om die span aan te voer na wat verlede naweek gebeur het, en hoe is die gees in die kamp nou op die voorrand van die wedstryd teen Connacht?
Ja, Percival, ek gaan maar net Afrikaans antwoord as dit reg is. Kyk, die leierskap is 'n groot verantwoordelikheid en ek sien baie uit na die challenge en soos ek nou net genoem het, ek voel die enigste manier hoe mens leer in die lewe is as jy in die diep kant gegooi word en saam met die groot haie moet swem. So ja, dit is definitief 'n groot uitdaging die naweek na laasweek se verloor, maar ek sien regtig uit. Ek is nie alleen op die veld nie. Ons het 'n sterk leierskapgroep. David Kriel is onderkaptein die naweek en ons het regtig ervare manne in die span soos Jan Serfontein en Willie Leroux wat besluite moet neem, Wil Coulou, en ons het 'n sterk bank ook wat opkom, so ek's definitief nie alleen nie, en die besluitneming is net my grootste rol is maar net om met die skeieregter te kommunikeer en dit vir die spelers deur te gee en hier en daar besluite te neem, maar dis glad nie alleen nie. Ek is glad nie alleen nie.
Reinhardt, kan ek net die laaste Afrikaanse vraagie vra? Ek kan die vraag vir jou afvraag vra, maar kom ek vra vir jou, 11 veranderinge is baie selde dat 'n afvrager of 'n span sommer so baie veranderings maak. Is jy gemaklik met die feit dat daar soveel verandering gemaak word in die aanloop tot 'n nog 'n wedstryd?
Dis wel een van Coach Johan se kern, sy kultuurwaardes wat hy wil dryf is net adaptability die seisoen, en daar gaan baie dinge gebeur, beserings gebeur op onverwagte tye, en ek dink dit is nog begin van die seisoen. Mense kan nog kanse waag en kyk of kombinasies werk of nie werk nie. So ek dink dit is regtig vir ons as spelers, ons moet leer om te adapt, en dit is nog vroeg in die seisoen en ek voel glad nie dis 'n slegte ding nie. Hoe beter mense dit nou hanteer, hoe beter is dit vir later in die seisoen. So ek dink is eintlik 'n goeie ding dat ons nou so vroeg gechallenge word.
Reinhardt, baie dankie en sterkte. Thank you so much, Clinton.
Baie dankie Percival.
Envia, is that a new hand?
No, sorry, I'm sleeping. Sorry for that.
Okay. Just media, any more questions for Reinhardt?
Clinton, can I go one? Reinhardt?
Sure.
Yes,
Reinhardt,
Brent.
just on the way Aka's coaches, I'm just trying to think now, not in terms of personalities, but in terms of game plan. Obviously, we haven't seen you guys play that much, and it obviously goes according to the opposition. But what sort of fundamental changes have there been, or what has there been that's changed for you in terms of the game plan and that?
I think it's just Coach Johan wants to play a balanced game, so it's not. Obviously, our basics do the basics well. Win your scrums, win your lineouts, have a good set piece. But I think it's variation and yeah, just balance. Not too much of everything. He wants the ball. If you have turnover ball, he wants you to play, enjoy yourself, express yourself. He doesn't want to put you in a box, and he wants you to show what you have and what your X factor. If you're a guy that likes to step, if you're a guy that wants to run over people, do it. He lets you do it, so that's really nice. Just to express yourself. He said you can just do your circus act. That was his words.
Thanks.
Okay, nice one. I think we'll leave it there. Reinhardt, baie dankie, waardeer dit.
Dankie Clinton.
Okay, gaan goed, totsiens nee.
Gaan, lekker dag. Cheers everyone,
Ja.
goodbye.
Mooi Afrikaans, Clinton.
Cheers, ja.
Don't push your luck, Brendan.